Hey YouTubers, got a little project today. This sprinkler head, which is pretty deeply buried, has been here, I don't know, probably at least 5 years, maybe 10 years. And it's not working too well, so I'm going to go ahead and replace it. I'm going to try to use my tools and get this out of there and get a replacement in without doing any digging. So here's my replacement Hunter PGP sprinkler head. I've got one of these 3/4 inch extensions. I'm probably going to cut that off at the shortest level and install this a little bit higher than this one is. There's my pipe cutters to trim this to length. Of course, I'll be needing a little PGP tool to adjust it. And here's my homemade tools. This was made out of a piece of pipe. And this is part of an old PGP sprinkler and part of an old Rainbird sprinkler. And I might need to do not so much digging, but I might need to kind of spread the dirt out a little bit with these tools. If I have to, I got a shovel handy, but let's see if I can get by without the shovel. Alrighty. I'm going to see if I can kind of push this dirt back a little bit so I can get to the top of the sprinkler. Like I said, it's a good 1.5 inches below the top of the soil. There we go. Just finding the edges of the sprinkler head here, pushing the dirt back out of the way a little bit. Kind of flare this hole out a little. I like to get one on each side and pry on it because I don't want to snap off pipe down below the sprinkler head by prying on just one side, so I kind of like to do it this way. All right. Get some of that dirt out of there. All right. Here's the first homemade tool. You see those notches engage with the splines on the top of the sprinkler. If I'm lucky, I'll be able to get this thing out with this one. I made these tools probably 2 or 3 years ago, and they have come in so handy so many times. And I actually wrote to Hunter and suggested that they ought to be making these tools and selling them, and they said they didn't think there was much of a market for it. I think I might have it there. There we go. No dig. He's out of there. All right. Cut this off a little bit to the shortest length. Screw that in the bottom of my sprinkler. And just thread that right on top where the old one used to be. That's it. I've got some adjusting to do, but that's how you replace a sprinkler without digging. Now, if this had come out like this, if it had come apart and all I got out of there was this, I could either put the new guts in there, but since I wanted to raise it, I'd want to remove this part too. That's where this comes in. You see this part right here? I tore up an old sprinkler that didn't work anymore and saved this part and then glued on a Rainbird 4-inch sprinkler onto there just to give me a long enough handle. How this works, if this stays in the ground and I want to get it out of there, I extend this down in there. The teeth on the end catch on the housing, and then you just turn that to get that part out. So you saw me get that one out in one piece, but if they separate, I've got a tool for getting the body out. So that's it. Got a little adjusting to do, and I'm done here.